thought you were gonna count us down or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, good. 5, 4,
I didn't know what you were gonna
3,
do.
2.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sunflower Hour. And before we begin, I know we usually introduce ourselves and y'all remember our names, but we're changing up because people change and we've changed and we changed our names. So instead of going by Brit, I go by Sunshine now.
And instead of going by Star, I go by illiterate now.
Because people change, and that's the beautiful part about being human.
Shedding your skin type.
Yes. Now back to the episode. So it is just us. There is no one else here. And it's going to just be another Alara and Sunshine episode. And this episode today, we're going to be talking about the other gender. And I know gender is just a construct, but let's just say there was two. We're talking about men.
The male species.
Species. Because you guys, I've been trying to avoid it. I don't want to be that podcaster that talks about the other gender. Because I ain't got nothing really to talk about. It's just a lot of complaining. It's just a long Santa Claus notes.
It's just, for me specifically, it's kind of like difficult to understand the way a lot of men think and process things, and like, because sometimes it just feels like, do you have emotions? But then it's like they do have emotions, but then it's like
They have emotions for themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they have emotions. I've seen it. It's very much you did to
Self-absorbed.
me.
Yeah, like, yeah, pretty much.
It's very much, how do we call it? Victim complex?
Yeah. Not taking accountability, refusal. It's like awarely knowing it accountability needs to be taken, and the refusal of taking it, or halfway taking it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like,
Now I can already feel the upheaval of, I'm not like that man.
I'm not like other guys.
I'm not like other guys.
I'm not like other guys.
Y'all,
Yes, you are.
if this doesn't connect to you or resonate with you, and you're over here like, oh, I didn't know that happened, then you aren't that guy. But if you're
This ain't
resonating
for all the guys.
yeah, but if you
know who
resonate,
you are.
and if you feeling some flashbacks,
If you feel hit, then you hit.
then you
Tight.
hit, and just recognize that. So going back to niggas ain't shit.
Tight.
Let me actually give us some organization. I just wanted to get our free flowing thoughts out, just because this is a heavy topic.
Yeah. But we're gonna keep it light.
But we're going to keep it light because there's a lot of he said, she said, they said on the social media. I've been scrolling through Facebook. Like, I just been curious about what's happening on Facebook, Instagram, and it's just a lot of, like, bots are in the comments just trying to, like, egg the fire of everyone's anger. So that's why I've never wanted us to talk about gender, because I never wanted those bots to come to us and, you know, bring that sort of energy to the Sunflower Hour. Because that sort of back and forth can create something that we don't want to bring. But I do feel like there's a beauty in it.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, like, yeah, you can be like, what do you call it? Like, you can be like, you can practice, like how to move about things, the ethical, like, logical, like, way of moving after certain things. But it's only human to feel and to need to acknowledge what you feel. And so ranting about things or like talking about things, I feel like the more you talk about things, the better you understand things. Like maybe if you talked about it, but then a couple months down the line, hey, I just remembered this thing from this thing. Now I'm thinking about this thing. Like, it's helping you like process it, like, cause you know it's not linear type. It's definitely like a circle. It's like you got to go through the process. You got to go through each phase, and you might go through the phases many times because you might remember different things, and now you're overthinking the different thing. But I think it's just a healthy way of like understanding each other. You know, I feel like if we were having a conversation like with a man about what we're talking about, I would really want to pick his brain about how he goes through things, about like how he
The
feels
different
things.
thought
Like, yeah, I would
process.
like to understand all that because that's what I've been trying to do these past few months. I've just been trying to understand the male's point of view about things because, like, honestly, I'm just starstruck, like literally starstruck from everything with my situation.
Yeah.
So I've really just been talking to this person, like, hey, you know, when you go through this, and that, like, how do you process this and that? Like, explain that to me, like, but like, how though? Like, you know, like that's the type of questions I ask with any guy, with any guy. And if he's ever like down talking like a woman in front of me, I'm taking her side
Oh,
all
anytime,
day,
all
every day.
time, all
I'm
the
taking her
time.
side.
It's always here.
And
It's
I'm
always
cool
take
with
the woman's side in
I
here.
be cool with the guys that I be talking to, but they be tripping. I be like,
Don't you love it when that male friend, like y'all just hanging out, that he says something, you just like, well, there goes our friendship.
Literally, when me and Jalen was driving to the fair, I was trying to talk, and he turned up the radio, and I was like, "You're a man, you're a man," because he's gay, but he's a man.
You're still a man at the end of the day.
He do man stuff, and it pisses me off.
Men just be many, and they don't. You were saying like thinking and thought process, and I just always wonder, do they just not think of the other person behind of the action?
From what I've picked up, because you know, I talk to a lot of different people. My brother's one of them. He also has like similar situations as me at a younger age. And when I was doing his locks, I was retwisting his locks for him, and like he was like, I don't know, like I just can't stop thinking about, you know, he called them the hoes. He's like, I just can't stop thinking about the hoes. I just can't stop thinking about the hoes. But the whole time he has like an ex, you know, situation, and I'm thinking about how she's feeling right now. So my advice to him was, you can't think about it like the hoes. You have to think about it like a
This
person
person
that has feelings and emotions, and like, you know, what your actions can have a reaction, and like all of that. So I like tried thinking about it like that instead. And he was like, wow, you gave me something to think about.
That really just.
I feel like, sorry.
No, you're good.
I feel like a lot of men are misguided because, like, I feel like when it comes to like raising kids, the sole focus is making sure your daughter is perfect, making sure your daughter is like this, that, or the third. When it comes to the guy, it's just, oh, he's just my baby. Oh, he does no wrong. Da da da. But you're not teaching him how to like, not teaching him what you teach women, which is like care about other people.
It's a very much a lot of like the emotional stuff involves people, but all of that emotional labor is put on the woman.
That part.
And because of that, men don't have the emotional ability because they weren't granted the opportunity to.
That part.
Because we keep pushing it over to the pink side. This is for girls. This is girl stuff. You stay in the boy side and build stuff and construction worker stuff.
Yeah. I really like lately. I'm only 20, no time soon. But lately I've been thinking about like this type of mother I would want to be. Just like based off like how I was raised, and how like I realized how the last generation raised their children. And I'm just like, if I had a boy, first thing I'm doing is instilling like how your actions
Affect
has
others.
cause and effect. How you like, I want him to think how I think from a male's point of view. And like, I'm really, both of my kids, like, sorry, I'm having to. Like my daughter and my son, like we're gonna be having like every week like just group like family therapy, but it'll really just be like me instilling knowledge onto them or instilling these morals onto them. Like I'm not gonna force religion on them, but I'm gonna force these morals on them because I've been through things. I don't want you to have to go through these things or put these things on other people.
Why are you stealing my family setup? That's exactly my family setup.
And that's why we is logged in.
But instead, I don't want to put the gender roles onto my kids. Men hate when I say this. I've brought this up with exes, and they think I'm crazy. I don't want to put gender roles on my child. If my little girl wants to be dirty and, like, not have a shirt on because she's 5, then let her not have a shirt on because she's 5. If my little boy
if
wants
it's
a tutu,
problem, then that's the problem with you, sir. That's the problem with
you.
Why do you care?
You're the problem.
Anyways, I was gonna say that like I feel the same when I talk about me being an agnostic person and like the way I would raise my kids would not be based around religion.
Yeah.
Like like it's
People think
so
that's
crazy
weird.
because if like people think not having a religion is crazy, but if people like from a person that is now agnostic looking at like religious people and like I ain't gonna lie. And I've been in a cult before. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of cult like. Just a little bit, but it's not. I respect our religions. And so, like, literally, like, I think it's crazy to think that that's crazy, just in my opinion. But I just the type of person where, like, I don't care if they friends want to take them to church. I don't care. Like, I will actually want to pick their brains about that. So, do you think you want to be, like, Christian? Do you think you want to be Catholic? Like, I just want to learn about my kids as they grow up. Like, I'm just gonna keep picking their brains about stuff. I really want them to be as well-rounded as possible so they can make their life decisions by the time they're certain about something.
I finally figured out what this episode is about.
What's it about?
This is gonna be getting to know Alera and Sunshine. Oh, Sunshine Alera.
I love that.
Because I was over here like, this isn't about men, and I can't figure out what this is about.
Fuck no.
So I was like, this isn't about men. So as we were talking, I was just trying to figure out what it's about. And I'm like, Eden, this is mainly for you, but if you want to keep this in here, you can.
Yeah.
This is mainly just about getting to know us.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
We can. What time is it? You want to start over?
We can keep going.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Okay. My brain is like this. I don't know how to.
You want to like, we can do like a little, let's do like a commercial break and like, hey, by the way, guys, this podcast is about us. Or Eden can just like edit that towards the front.
But then we were rambling about men. But then Eden, we could ask Eden to put the men part
at the end.
Like in like relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, Eden. Because I'm going to forget to text you this. So I like to leave notes in the video. Can you just put all of what we just said in relationships? Okay, I love you. Okay, so it's going to be, yeah, sunshine. Okay, people can change. Okay. Okay, now going from our name changing and people can change, let's kind of get to know us more. Let's get to know first, what do we do? What's our school? What's our jobs? Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. Well, my name's Alera. It's always been Alera. It's on my birth certificate. I go by Alera Soul. That's my jewelry brand. I am a creative director. I'm a jewelry designer. I am a model. I am a writer. I am a poet, a producer.
Bands on bands on bands.
I'm a barista. I'm all around entrepreneur is connoisseur.
Beautiful.
Anyways, yeah, I attended SCAT for like a year, work experience of my life, and then I've been in a gap year for about 2 years now. And I want to say within this gap year, I kind of just been rediscovering myself. Like, I feel like when you go into college, you go in thinking you know exactly what you want to be, who you are, and things like that. But then you have time to yourself for a little while, away from all the like delusional as egotistic as life, and you're just like, huh, huh, who am I? Type. And so, literally, it's a lot of things I had to acknowledge about myself, and it's a lot of things I had to like start um stop suppressing about myself. Like I tried to be hyper feminine like the last 3 years of my life. And my best friend actually reminded me, when you was in school, you was never feminine. You was always a tomboy. And I'm embracing it. Cause like I've always felt out of place with like trying to be extra feminine, trying to like play the part, or like, oh, then like when really I just be wanting to be thugging it out. I just be wanting to be cussing niggas out. Like I don't give a fuck. So I'm embracing that part of me now, and it feels so fucking good. And literally, also my career, because I've never represented myself as a creative director. I've always just been like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but I like doing this sometimes, or sometimes I do this, or I used to be very passionate about this when I've never grew out of any of my passions, like ever. I just always had so many. I never knew which one to choose or to hyper focus on. So I would choose one to hyper focus on, and that year I would be that. And the next year I'd be something else type. So I'm a creative director all around, and I have many, many, many different ideas going up on here. So just keep watching, and you'll see what I have coming out to y'all, because it's gonna be a lot of different platforms, a lot of different content, a lot of different medias type. And right now, I'm getting my credits up at Tech, and then I'll be transferring to either UGA or Emory University. It really depends. So that's me for right now, Britt.
Oh, damn, that was lengthy, girl. I thought that was your resume. I was like, shit. Nah, I'm joking. I fuck. Hi, I'm Britt. That's what everyone calls me. Ben called me Britt, Brat, Britt. But in this era of my life, I wanted to change. I wanted to change what people call me, because I realized there was a shift. And I realized a part of myself, I like to metaphorically say parts of myself pass on, and I grieve them, but they no longer exist. And I felt as if Brit had passed on, and I didn't know how to tell everyone else. Because Brit's still here. Don't get me wrong. Everyone else, you can still call me Brit. I love being called Brit. But I like to also be called Sunshine. Like, I feel like Sunshine represents the future that I've always wanted. It represents my own path, my own control, my own destiny. Because Sunshine, it's fluid. It has no direction. It bounces and it goes and it flows. And I feel like that really represents me, because at its core, Sunshine is warm and it's homey, and it might hurt you, but still you are always driven to it. And that's what I feel like my energy embodies, and I always want to embody, is that warmness, that care, that familiarity, but also you're going to get burned if you get too close. You see how I did that? And I said all that metaphor because at the end of the day, I am a writer. I am a storyteller. That is who I am, from my bones, from the way I talk, from the way I walk. I am a writer. I went to Savannah College of Art and Design for writing. That's where I got my bachelor's of fine arts. And now I'm pursuing my master's at Lamar University for clinical mental health counseling.
Lamar University is that, and
it's online, and it's in Texas.
Oh, I thought that was I think I was thinking of something else.
You think about the other university here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot about them too. Until someone
There's a
else
lot of
said it.
universities.
There's a
with
lot
Lamar
of
in it.
university here.
Whose
Yeah.
name is Lamar?
I
Who
don't
is that?
I don't know no Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. That's who I know.
Okay.
But but yes, that's where I'm going to pursue my clinical mental health counseling because y'all. So sorry. Did y'all hear that? Thank God.
Well, I don't have my headphones on.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
It's okay. Just
Just edit that.
start
Okay.
over.
I'm going to Lamar University where I'll be pursuing clinical mental health studies. It is a mouthful because at SCAD, I realize I am an artist. I love writing. I am a creative person, but I love people more than I love the fiction world. I kind of missed people. I missed real life. I was so wrapped up in this fiction world that I was building for school that I was like, where's humanity? Where's life? Where's you kind of when you start writing so much, you kind of start questioning a lot. And by the time I graduated from SCAD, I left with all these questions. And I got to post grad life very lost. And the only thing I really had was the Sunflower Hour. The Sunflower Hour is my first child, is my baby. I am the founder, I am the CEO. This is me. And I created it because I wanted an area, a space, especially for Black scads to come and talk and conversate and feel safe. Because my time at SCAD, I wanted that space, a space where I could fit in because like you said, I felt as if I had to perform. I had cut my hair really short when I got to SCAD and it felt like as black women, we're easily put into masculine roles if we have short hair or yes, if you don't wear makeup or if you don't have jewelry. Yes. So I had this short hair in this predominantly white environment and I clung to my femininity because that's all I had. I was like, my hair's short, and I'm in this white environment, and I'm a freshman, and I'm in a new, like, I don't know Savannah. So I was clinging to my femininity. I look at my closet from that era, and I'm like, who is this girl? I was wearing things I would never wear because I just wanted to fit in, and I wanted to make Savannah like me until I realized no, I'm gonna like myself, and y'all are going to like it. There's no question.
And that's a shift I had to do within like this last couple of months because I was like, why don't I like myself? Why are people being shady towards me? Why, and it's stuff like that. And it's just like, maybe because the person that I've been presenting to people is the complete opposite of who I am. Because it's like yeah, I'm a genuine kind person, but I've been overly genuine and kind, overly understanding, overly nice. And it's kind of like, when you're raised, like, you shouldn't say things to people you don't want said to you. I'm at a point where I'm like, fuck all of y'all. Because
why would you say that?
Why? Why not? I thought
I need some weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, very interesting. Go more into.
Fuck all of y'all? Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck all of y'all. Because, like, if it's fuck me, bitch, fuck you. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, why do I always have to be the person that has grace, but nobody has grace for me type? You know?
Okay, my young one. You hate the fact. You don't like to mention the fact that I am older than you. And you are angry. And it's okay to be angry.
Not angry. I'm accepting. God. That was a very evil laugh.
That was a funny ass laugh.
That was a wicked laugh. Like Elphaba.
Wait, that means I'm the good one.
What? Glenda's not evil. She's just like stupid.
This is getting off topic.
Okay.
Off of time that I
What
paid
was
for.
What was the pit off that I did?
You said
from off of your
all of y'all.
but like from off of your thing. Oh, not being happy with yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll go back to that part. Yeah. So like, I just felt like it was just like a lot of like me like aspiring to be a type of person, this kind, genuine soul, which I am truly at heart, but it takes a lot to break like a genuine kind person. And once
Yeah.
a genuine kind person is broken, it's kind of hard to go back to that perception of like, oh, like I'm always there for you, because now like we know better. Like we're still genuine and kind, but only to the people that's genuine and kind to us.
I like that.
Because if it's fuck me, then it's fuck you.
But yes, no, that definitely that goes. That's what I. What am I trying to say, Brittany? Get your brain together. Anyway, that really goes to my experience because that's how I was pushed. I was pushed where I was very genuine and I was kind and I gave everything to myself, to people around me. And it got to a point where I was like, who is this person? Like, all my boundaries were being crossed. And I used to be a person who had hard boundaries.
Me too.
Yeah, it became to the point where my sister was like, girl, you need to go back to having hard boundaries and cutting people off.
I think the reason why I kind of like backed off from like the strong boundaries I had is because when I had those strong boundaries, I had this big friend group and they would all be like, oh, you're tripping. Oh, you're just doing too much. Like I was really big on like politics. I was like really big. I was heavy, strong-willed. Like you couldn't change my mind about anything because like that was just me. And that was always a problem with everyone around me. And so I was just like, all right, well, maybe I should be more lenient, more understanding, more
And that's when people
careful.
start pushing you.
That part.
To be like, well, maybe I should be more. Well, maybe I should be. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's like, well, nigga, what is it?
And that's where you have to be strong about yourself. That's really that. If you don't love yourself, you don't love nobody else.
That part. And then it's like, also that rediscovering of oneself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that like when you become like 20, like when you get into your 20s, it's like a second puberty. I feel like it's really like your everything shifts. There's a shift type, and like you can't really explain. Like you're still figuring out because like slightly in the beginning you're still thinking as if you're 19. You're still like, I'm just a kid. Oh wait. No, not. And then as you're getting like towards the end of it, you're like, dang, like this is life. Like this is how life is gonna be. Like you're just having like all these different realizations in your brain. And I don't know. I feel like rediscovering myself this year was just like my main focus was just on like the type of woman that I want to be, the type of person that I am, and what values do I have, and then what do I like about myself? And there's a lot of things I like about myself. I always admired like Angela Bassett, Eartha Kitt, like strong-willed women. But I was moving in life as a little soft little bitch.
I knew you were gonna say it. I was just waiting.
So now I'm really heavy in that, like having a strong will, like that strong mindset. I used to joke and be like, I'm not strong. Like, don't, like, no, like, I'm not strong. Like, I will break. Like, I'm not strong. Like, but nah, people just took advantage of that. So I was just like, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm strong as fuck. I'm actually really proud of myself for going through the things that I've been through in life in general up until like literally a couple months ago. Like, I'm really fucking proud of myself because that shit could have ended a lot worse. Like, everything could have really been so much worse for me. Like, the path that I could have taken, I feel like I'm pretty fucking good right now.
Yeah, you're doing great. And that's really, we have to be less, that's what I'm looking for. We have to be
less hard on ourselves.
Thank you. We have to be less hard on ourselves. Because I also have been going through that where I'm like, oh, I'm not doing enough, or what am I doing, or that, like, am I even doing the right path? But, like, if you look at your life, you really, where could you be now?
Right.
You know, where could you be here? Could you be there? And you really have to appreciate how far you've come. even if it's just as simple as getting out of bed. Sometimes I celebrate myself just because I brush my teeth. I'll be like, I'm so proud of you. You brush your teeth, girl? And it sounds stupid, but it's what we do for little kids when they do it.
Right.
Little kids get their little, good job, here's a sticker. But then at some point, we took away the stickers. And
Right.
we took away the candy. And it became no more good jobs. This is obligated. This was,
Right.
you were supposed to do that.
Right.
And now it's more you're supposed to than more good jobs. And I, for one, love a good, you're doing great.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like we should do that for ourselves internally, positive self-talk. You know, if you feel down, if you're like, well, F me, F you, then you gotta go that positive self-talk too and be like, I also like you did, I love myself. I love who I am. I love how I'm this. I love how I'm that. Because in this world, people are gonna push your boundaries, but you gotta be firm in yourself and be firm in yourself. You got that self-talk. You see how I just...
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think we're all gonna have like that kind of event to push us there. But once we're there, it's only up from there. It's only up for there. It's no. What are you confused about?
Wait, only up from where?
What?
No, I was saying like only up. Like life is only up.
Yeah, like life, like
But life is always changing.
my life is always changing, but like, never mind.
No, I wanted to go more.
Never mind.
No.
Let's go to the next part.
Oh, I was trying to figure out the next part while you were talking.
Okay, let me just yap a little bit. I like Kendrick Lamar, y'all.
No, you're not spending my $50 talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, I like Drake too.
What? No, okay, let me stop. Okay, we talked about love, school, well, not love, but school, our passions.
What did we just talk about?
Oh, we could talk about how we met. Oh, we already talked about
We already
that.
talked about that.
We could talk about what the sunflower hour means to both of us.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So I already talked about how the sunflower hour is my baby, but really it's more of my future. I really want a future full of black. I have this idea of this image, this vision of just black, moisturized, melanated bodies dancing. I said moisturized because that's really important. Just dancing and having a ball and just like Soul Train, but now, and it's sweaty and it's hot and it's beautiful. And I see magazines with the sunflower hour on it. And I just want to bring back the groove and the love and the soul of the 70s, but also the energy of the 80s and the art of the 90s. I want to create our revolution through the sunflower hour. It's Gen Z led. That's why I said Gen Z led for a reason, because this is our blueprint, our footprint. This is our movement, our renaissance.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I feel like when I was brought onto the sunflower hour for the first time, I don't know. I feel like I really wasn't knowing what to expect, and that was like the first time I ever recorded myself. I always like kind of hated my voice, but like it was like annoying or whatever. So I don't know. I was really comfortable just talking to Britt about like all the questions she was asking me, and then when she asked me to be her co-host, I was shocked. I was like, hell yeah, because I've always wanted to do a podcast, y'all. I just never done it. And so literally, like, I really see the same, like I really want to connect with people, like especially like-minded individual artists, creatives that are black, and I'm really big on representation. I'm really big on like, you know, community, things like that. But and even though like you're big on community, everyone's not gonna want to be a part of it, and that's okay. But like, I don't know. I just see the sunflower hour growing so much, and like we're still like starting off, but next 2-3 years, I feel like this shit's gonna take off. And like I'm really proud of like how far we've come.
Yeah. No, I'm really proud too. I'm also really surprised, but I'm really proud because I didn't think people would care that much. Because it was just me in my room talking because the bitch was depressed. And now I'm really happy. And I'm so happy. And I feel like I've bloomed in front of this camera. And I love this camera so much. And I love talking to you so much. And this just kind of feels like my happy place. Like I always feel like I kind of forget what I say here, and it's like a diary, but it's not a diary because people can hear it.
Right. It's like a very known diary.
Yeah, it's like a very known diary.
Like everyone has the key.
Yeah, everyone has the key to it and can read it whenever they want to on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
And Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people don't understand the event side of the Sunflower Hour and why there's an event side. I feel like you relate to the event side, even though you don't think you relate to the event side.
What do you mean?
You always say you're an introvert.
I am. But like, it's weird. Okay, because like, when I'm at events, like, I will associate with people, but I will quickly disassociate extremely, like, immediately after. I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, okay, and I'm like, go back to the corner, or go sit down somewhere. It was talk to Jalen. Where's Jalen? Jalen. So yeah, but yeah, I think I relate to it. I think
But
I
your
have fun at all the
direction
events.
thrives.
Yeah.
I love you behind the scenes. That's why I say you're great with events, because like your brain explodes at the thought of like an event, and you just think of like the most like, I didn't think of it like that. I don't know. It's such like a creative bomb.
I always, okay, so like in my brain, they're kind of like visions, like out daydreams really, but they're kind of like visions. It's just like I can see something so clearly. I know how it feels, and I just want to recreate that. And I will think of how I want to shoot music videos. I would think of how I want to film and look. I'm just like, how can I do that with this? You know?
Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Especially that's how I feel with the Sunflower Hour. Like I'm like writing up our like sponsorship package, and I'm like, I don't know how to explain this color I'm seeing right now, but I think this color is this number.
Right.
It's very weird trying to make a artistic brain into a logic brain, because the way we view things is very colorful, and it's visions, and is yours photos?
Mine's is more like videos. If that makes sense.
Mine are like old school photos.
Mine's are like videos, or like watching like a movie scene or something.
Yeah, no, and like you're just trying to create that, and that's where our party ideas come from. That's why I create the events, because through starting conversations, I feel like a lot of conversations or a lot of friendships for me start in events. It's not even like a party. Like events could be a workshop or a Q&A or what else? But like an event could basically be anything where people come and gather. And I feel like that's where we thrive, where conversations led, where communities come together. But I feel like that's where we thrive. When we had our first event, the Black Ass Bash, I don't know if you like felt the energy between, I know for me and you, I just felt like this, like, yeah, this is it. It was like a boost of adrenaline mixed with something.
Like, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. After that event, I was like, next event, got an idea.
Yeah, like you were like off the rip. Okay, the next event. And I was like, wait a minute.
You're like, next event.
I was ready to throw in the towel. I was like, next event, we never do this again.
I was like, fuck that shit. This shit gonna happen every year.
I was exhausted. I
was motivated. Like, I was like, all right, this is a start. Let's make it better. Let's do it different. Like we know the trial and errors now.
I will say,
reframe it.
Once I rested, I did get that energy back where I was like, okay, now I kind of want that back. Well, okay, what can we do different?
Right.
How can I make the photo in my brain come alive in real life?
Right.
And it's been so exciting to see, and I'm so excited for our next party, November 22nd. Do you want to say the name?
All right.
This is our first time saying it.
Okay, guys. So November 22nd, we are hosting a country theme party. So that means cowboy hats, cowgirl outfits, come cunt and country. And we're also hosting a ball.
The Country Extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Mixture of Black Western featuring Savannah Starlights with the ballroom part. It is a Black Western, Black people dream that we've been curating in our brain. Two themes colliding, two Beyonce albums colliding.
Type.
Renaissance
and Cowboy Carter.
Into one night, into 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Coastal Beer Company for 18 plus and up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know for me, I just want a night where Beyonce is blasting, the drinks are drinking if you're 21 and up, and just to be Black.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Just to be Black.
Or a person of color.
Or a person of color. Or a woman. Or a gay man. Just to be in this world and just to be around music. That's really what I want.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
That's really all I want for this party. I could be like, yeah, I also want money, and also I want, other things. But I really just want everyone to have a good time. And I want everyone to leave the party, like, sweating and reeking and, like...
wanting more.
I want makeup to be dripping, and I want hair pieces falling. And I want people to be like, dang, when's the next Sunflower Hour party? Like, I just want to bring back the 90s sweat party. That's it.
That part.
That's it. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. Britt's been trying to get me into party culture.
I have. I came from a party. Okay, I should probably explain myself. The reason why I don't talk a lot about me, I'm a little shy. Britt is a little shy. Sunshine is a little bit more outgoing, but I am a little shy. I grew up around parties. My family loved parties. We would fake party like when I was little, and my mom would be the bartender and my dad would be the DJ, and we were at the club, but really I was 5 years old and my sister was 10. Like, my parents always, they never stopped partying. I never knew people's parents stopped partying when they had kids. My parents never did. My parents go on vacations and they go out to the club and they go out to like big events because there's still fun in life and you can still party because partying is like being a human. It's part of our urges, part of our want. I don't know. I know for me, I get the urge to party. I get the urge to dance, to be free, because that's also just where I feel centered and at home and at peace around all that music and all that energy. It's really the energy too. The energy is something else. It's kind of life-changing / addictive. That's really why I like to party. And I haven't been able to get that energy back from my childhood or from like middle school proms. I haven't been able to get that energy back. It's like the minute I turned 20, it left. It drained out. The clubs were just to look cute and take a couple photos and then leave. And the bars were just to maybe get tipsy and then leave, because nothing is catered to us. In my opinion, nothing really is catered to us. A lot of things are male-centered. The bars are male-centered. The clubs are male-centered. They don't really play our music at the clubs. They don't really play what we want at parties. And until they combine both male and women music, both something that's just about dancing, then that's really when it will come alive, I feel like, for me.
Yeah. I had wanted to kind of give a backstory too, since you gave yours. My parents were really young when I was coming up, so like they, how do I explain? My dad really wasn't a party person, but my mom would go out, and whenever she would go out, I would always be confused. I'm like, the mom's on TV, don't be going out. Why is she going out? But like, she was dead ass young as fuck. And I just didn't realize that when I was like a kid, because I'm a kid. I'm thinking she's old. so, so I don't know. I've always had like a mixed view of party culture. Also, because like my grandma was very much like a homebody, and I was with her most of the time. So it's just like she's just like, yeah, partying, that's not good. You shouldn't do that. So I don't know. I feel like growing up, I kind of isolated myself from the crowd, or like I don't know, it was always in the corner or something like that. Just like finding my little few people I wanted to hang around. So when I came to college, I was like, I was into going out, but then when I saw what the clubs were like, I didn't like it. Like I enjoyed it for what it was, but I didn't like it personally. And so, like she said, like creating something that's like feels more like for us just fun, just something I could just enjoy. Like that's what I want.
Like if my makeup is not dripping, if I don't have boob sweat, if there's not a river of boob sweat, I wasn't having fun.
Yeah, if I'm not,
it wasn't a good night.
If I'm not doing my 3 attempts to twerk, then I'm not having fun either.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've been saying, if I start dancing, you a good DJ. But if I'm just sitting there looking at you, making fun of your transitions, then you ain't doing your job now.
That part.
What time is it?
I don't know what phone is.
It's 10:58. I just want to talk about partying. That's all I had, actually.
Yeah.
That's all I had. So we can.
Yeah,
You want to talk about anything else?
I'm good.
I just think this episode was for y'all to get a little glimpse into us, into who we are, into why everything is starting, to explain all these parties that are about to come up. Because y'all, hold on. This roller coaster is about to start.
Tight.
Like, we been started, but we were like doing this. Now we really about to start.
Just getting started.
Just getting started. We holding on. And we just wanted to include our real ones, our ride or dies, the people who really watch, really listen into it. We're growing, we're expanding, and I really just can't wait for more. And I'm happy this episode is coming out because this is really down to earth, and this is something different from us. We usually have someone guest or someone to talk or interview or question. So I'm happy that we were the ones interviewing ourselves, even though it was very weird. It was different.
It was different, but I'm more of happy because I feel like when people think of Star, I feel like they think, oh, she's so innocent, she's so sweet, she's so nice. But it's like, I'll be chilling.
It was a lot of fuck you. It was great.
Yeah, because, I don't know, I feel like this is like me type. I feel like I'm just like, what the fuck? What did she say? Like, what? Like, I'm a lot of like moments.
And I'm very bubbly and very like, did you just say fuck everyone? And their mama and their baby, like
I'm like, yes, I did.
That's exactly the that's exactly the the change that we are, and it's just beautiful to kind of come out of our shells. Am I coming out? That was a funny joke.
She's been out.
I've been out. It was just a funny joke in my head. But thank y'all guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, or don't. Just watch. Who cares? We just happy you here and vibing. And like I end every episode, you are seen. You are so appreciated. And you are loved.